Adolescence is a uniquely sensitive period for brain development, marked by rapid growth, neural reorganization, and heightened plasticity. These changes, while essential for learning, social adaptation, and cognitive flexibility, also make young brains exceptionally vulnerable to environmental influences, especially the intense stimuli provided by hyperpalatable foods. Ultra-processed foods, engineered to maximize sugar, salt, fat, and flavor intensity, exploit the developmental characteristics of the adolescent brain, hijacking reward systems and undermining the capacity for impulse control in ways that can have long-lasting consequences for eating behavior, metabolic health, and emotional regulation. Understanding the neurological basis of this vulnerability reveals why exposure to hyperpalatable foods during youth is not merely a matter of preference, but a serious public health concern. One of the defining features of adolescent brain maturation is the differential pace of development across regions. The limbic system, particularly the nucleus accumbens and ventral striatum, which govern reward processing and the perception of pleasure, develops earlier and becomes hyperresponsive during adolescence. This heightened sensitivity means that adolescents experience stronger reward signals in response to pleasurable stimuli, including social interactions, video games, and, crucially, hyperpalatable foods. Ultra-processed products are specifically designed to trigger these pathways, delivering rapid, intense spikes of dopamine that produce a strong sense of immediate gratification. Because the reward circuitry is highly active and particularly responsive during this developmental window, repeated exposure to engineered foods can recalibrate neural expectations, making ordinary foods less appealing and reinforcing a persistent drive for intense sensory stimulation. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, which governs executive functions such as decision-making, planning, and impulse control, develops more slowly, continuing into the mid-20s. This developmental lag creates a window in which adolescents are biologically predisposed to favor immediate rewards over long-term consequences. When hyperpalatable foods flood the brain with dopamine, the still-maturing prefrontal cortex struggles to inhibit impulses, assess health risks, or regulate portion size effectively. This combination of a hyper-responsive reward system and an underdeveloped control network explains why adolescents are far more likely than adults to overconsume ultra-processed foods, snack impulsively, and engage in patterns of eating in the absence of hunger. Over time, this repeated behavior can cement neural circuits that prioritize reward over regulation, making it increasingly difficult to establish healthy eating habits later in life. Beyond immediate behavioral consequences, the adolescent brain's plasticity means that exposure to hyperpalatable foods can produce lasting structural and functional changes. Neuroimaging studies indicate that repeated stimulation of reward pathways can strengthen synaptic connections associated with craving, while weakening pathways related to self-regulation. In practical terms, this rewiring can reduce sensitivity to natural satiety cues, increase preference for sweet, salty, or fatty foods, and impair the ability to moderate intake even when caloric needs are met. Adolescents may find that fruits, vegetables, and minimally processed meals feel bland or unsatisfying compared with engineered alternatives, reinforcing a lifelong dependence on ultra-processed products. Impulsivity and emotional regulation are also compromised by hyperpalatable food exposure. Adolescence is already a period of heightened emotional reactivity, stress sensitivity, and mood variability. Consumption of high-sugar, high-fat, and highly flavored foods can amplify these vulnerabilities, providing temporary reward that masks discomfort but ultimately destabilizes mood through rapid blood sugar fluctuations and systemic inflammation. Over time, this pattern encourages emotional eating, craving-driven snacking, and reduced tolerance for delayed gratification. Adolescents may develop behavioral patterns that resemble addictive cycles, in which eating becomes a coping mechanism for stress, boredom, or social cues rather than a response to physiological need. The metabolic consequences are deeply intertwined with these neural effects. Frequent overconsumption of ultra-processed foods during adolescence is associated with elevated insulin resistance, increased fat accumulation, chronic low-grade inflammation, and impaired energy regulation. These physiological changes, combined with altered neural reward pathways, create a feedback loop in which the body and brain reinforce each other's drive toward overconsumption. The result is a convergence of neurological, hormonal, and metabolic factors that substantially increases the risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and disordered eating behaviors. Environmental factors exacerbate the problem. Teens are exposed to aggressive marketing, social media influencers, convenient access to packaged snacks, and peer reinforcement of hyperpalatable eating behaviors. All of these factors exploit the developmental vulnerabilities of the adolescent brain, increasing both frequency and intensity of exposure. Even motivated adolescents with knowledge of healthy eating are hard-pressed to resist these engineered foods, as their biology is actively wired to seek the intense rewards these products provide. The warning is unequivocal. Young brains are uniquely susceptible to the manipulative design of ultra-processed foods. The combination of hyperresponsive reward circuitry, underdeveloped prefrontal control, and high neural plasticity creates a perfect storm in which adolescents are biologically primed to overconsume, develop skewed taste preferences, and establish habits that are difficult to reverse. Ignoring the neurological and developmental vulnerabilities of youth risks entrenching generations in cycles of overconsumption, metabolic dysfunction, and reward-driven eating patterns. What may appear as ordinary snack choices is, in reality, a sophisticated exploitation of an adolescent brain in transition, a manipulation that could shape dietary behaviors, health trajectories, and even emotional regulation for decades to come.